let's do this, because Thanksgiving is on the way and I goddamn hate this holiday, because everyone I know sods off to visit their bloody parents. Mine are in England and don't actually know what Thanksgiving is. So, let's get started. Now this is the best definition of the alien menace I've ever seen. Look, you little grey bitch, if I want to buy more models while still having a small mountain of untouched plastic and resin looming over me, then that's what I'll do. Freedom means being free to be an easily distractible lazy git. Perfection. Utter perfection. It's okay, Monkey, don't cry. When you have Slanesh itself ravenous for your very soul, then we'll talk worrisome, because chaos is the worst thing ever. There's nothing that could be ever bigger, more worrisome threat to us than chaos, could there? Double check those backups, guys. It's like heading into the Bering Sea, but like turned up to 11. No, like turned up to 666. You are going somewhere that's deadliest. You know, may want to double check those survival suits. Maybe check there's no rips or holes. So this is even worse. Check the Gellerfield. Check it twice. Check it a dozen times. Get your navigator another extra strong cup of tea. I was well amused when the Tau got screwed by this. Was it they went into the warp and their human followers on board went squiggly and became a warp entity of their view of the greater good? Okay, maybe meant or no more humans on board when they try warp travel. I mean, actually, whatever happened to that thing? Is it still out there or what? There's just no way out of this one, buddy. I mean, when you're dealing with the Inquisition, just follow the wisdom of Stalin's guards.
Should we investigate? Should you shut the fuck up before you get us both killed?
I mean, that's the beauty of the Inquisition in 40k. Take everything vile and evil about the Spanish Inquisition. Throw in every horrendous, genocidal, tyrannical, brutal thing humans ever done, but then make the threat they're persecuting real. And way worse than the Inquisition itself could ever be. I mean, turbo nutter Spanish Inquisition on steroids. But well, Satan is real, and his minions literally ate my planet last week. So like, good on them. Keep up the good work. I like how this can apply to pretty much any faction in 40k, because it's so over the top. I mean, Tyranid life forms consumed, Cornate massacres, Drukhari Hellraiser shenanigans, Deathcore of Krieg shovel kills, Orc crumpins, and Sisters of Battle characters missing an eyeball. Yep. When we've got lore that a single bloody neurophrobe wiped out an entire craft world, and then in the game, we have this little weedy boy at the back with a single psychic power and smite. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the miniature, that big flying brain thing. I mean, way better than the original, which looked more like a tick crossed with a flower. But patience. Let's see what the new codex comes up with. Because if Octarius can give us a very nice boost with just a couple of pages, I mean, if a couple of pages can beef us up that much, imagine what a codex could do. Yep, what part of enemy don't you understand? It reminds me very much of that Rorschach mentality there. I hope the guys who did Rylanor's Last Stand see this. I mean, although I think their voices are probably a bit too nice. We need someone who sounds like he smoked an entire Cuban tobacco harvest and uses paint stripper to gargle with. Get that "assy skies are blue" kind of voice to him. That'll be fucking awesome. oh, that's hard. Poor Dreadnought. But isn't that always the way? I mean, why does the human brain hate itself so much? I mean, always right at an awesome dream moment you wake up. Not noise, not alarm, not stupid cat, just because. Oh God, the puns. The puns. But still, that's pretty good. Hey, it's not looted, it's founded. I mean, oh God, when I first moved out to the States from London, the things I'd see. I mean, in the summer in Seattle, the parking under the viaduct, people had their windows cranked like halfway down, and there'd be bags or laptops on the bloody seat. I mean, leaving your window halfway down is the single most feeble way to say, please don't steal. In almost any other country, that thing would be yoinked in seconds. And if you got busted for stealing it, I think the judge would find you not guilty by way of teaching the dumbass who left it there a lesson, like, do not trust your fellow human. I like it. I like it a lot. It's like crossing a potato masher grenade with a sticky bomb from Saving Private Ryan. Super accurate, but strictly for suicide troops. But hey, it's gonna get the job done. I mean, a lot of vacancies in that unit though. Probably not a lot of promotions either. I mean, first up, why the name on the pauldron? Are there any other 12-foot Primarchs on the battlefield that you're worried about being mistaken for? Or maybe in the locker room? Is a dude just gonna slip into a suit of power armor? Why can I do jumping jacks and not touch the sides when I'm in it? I mean, oh, it said Gilliman on the side. This is his one. Me being a simple guardsman, of course it doesn't fit. But also, let's address this. The evolution of the baldies through the ages. First, it meant evil lass, like Servalan in Blake 7. And then they started to morph into, the classically sci-fi with Star Trek the Motion Picture, and Dune, and Alien 3, and the multiple examples in The Fifth Element, and V for Vendetta, and Splice, and Minority Report, and Dune the miniseries. And maybe that's why Britney shaved her head. There was a lot of good sci-fi in 2007 onwards. Maybe the rumours of a Highlander reboot reached her and she wanted to try out for Kurgan. Anyway, after taking the scenic route there, back to the point. Bobby G, I'm with you on this one, mate. Gene Stealer Magus, the sort of lady you don't want wandering past while you're getting a shave. The eternal dilemma, the need for speed, the desire for Dakar. Which one? Which one?
Listen to your heart.
I have no words. Literally, I mean, I find this both terrifying and amusing. Because Florida is a huge swing state, an election decider, and yet also manages to spawn the most effed up headlines and memes. I mean, you don't know whether it's an actual headline or something from The Onion. Either can go. Or Babylon Bee. Oh, you champ. You champ. This has been one of the upsides to the lockdown. I mean, instead of sitting at work, bored stupid as I endure another pointless bloody meeting, I got to switch off the video under the pretense of keeping my Wi-Fi up and just blissfully painted away listening to idiots talking about idiot stuff. I mean, what's that saying? Anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. And I mean, that's the real reason you sign up for the guard, I reckon.
Sure wouldn't mind getting some more of that Arcturian poontang. Remember that time?
Yeah, bro. The one that you had was male.
Don't matter when it's Arcturian, baby.
to invade strange new worlds and annihilate strange new civilizations and bang them when the commissar ain't looking. And this explains why. If you are in the grim, dark, hellish future universe of endless war and suffering, come on. Alien relations may be the only thing to look forward to. Maybe that explains the proliferation of towel porn. Oh, you poor bastard. Oh, once again, Stalin's God style. I mean, or take advice from the Moog.
That way, I think.
Oh, there's a theme here. Again, keep your gob shut. This time, not to avoid judgment or persecution, but so you can stay with your brow brothers. I mean, it seems that most of the bad endings in 40k can be completely avoided simply by staying stum. Yes, again, they live for the win. I've actually seen some, with Halloween just having recently passed, I just saw some pretty decent cosplay for it. Check it.
Just put the glasses on and you're gonna see.
As someone with a Pac-Man sweatshirt, I do love this. And I mean, I'd be shocked if this wasn't the case. It's also kind of fun. Rather than this sort of screaming, ravenous hunger that most people picture, a jovial bumbling along going nom 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 nom. But I do wonder if they've bitten off maybe more than they can chew. I mean, maybe this was the last galaxy they devoured, but now that they've sailed into a galaxy of only war. Indeed. We both serve an empire ruled by a ruthless, withered wreck of a dude with magic powers. But let's just say, we are way out of your league. And I mean, one word, dude. Ewoks. Yep, I remember this when I was playing role-playing games. I mean, Warhammer Fantasy, Stormbringer, Judge Dredd, Paranoia, having to paint eyes always sucked and could screw up a perfectly good paint job. I mean, and that should factor in when you're choosing an army. Do you want to paint eyes? No. Orcs, Necron, Tyranids, them's your boys. Anyway, that has lightened my mood considerably. I'm gonna have to do this more often.